Howdy, y'all. Today we're going to make some applesauce. Applesauce! 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 It's not as hard as you might think. We're going to use 3 containers of apples, count 3 from our own apple tree, and we're going to take those apples and put them in these here mason jars. These are perfect mason jars. Apparently they're antiques, but hey, if you don't use them, you lose them, right? First thing we're going to do, wash our apples, which we've already cut up, cut all the bad places out. Wash them off, put about an inch of water in this container, and then cook them up. So, let's get started. And when you cook them, I put a little bit of cinnamon in here. Whoa. And we're going to cook them up with some of these red hot candies to get some extra kick. Woohoo! Applesauce! Woo-wee! Look at that mess of apples. That's going to make a whole bunch of applesauce. Applesauce! We did this once already. This comes in pint jars. From the first time that we did this. This time we're using quart jars because we got a whole bunch. So I washed my apples, stuck them in this pot, getting ready to cook them. Always wash your apples. Insects, bugs, and by the way, where do apples grow? On trees. Where do birds like to sit? In trees. What do birds like to do? Poop. Wash your apples. Apples are washed, ready to be put on the stove. We're going to cook for a while. We'll be back in a minute. Applesauce. Well, I just got the apples on the stove, turn it on high, and you want to get them mushy so they'll go through your food strainer. I'm going to go ahead and do this. The card a minute ago, no wonder it's acting funny. Okay, now, alright, so we already had 1 bag of these here red hot cinnamon red hots. We already added 1 bag of red hot candy. Now we're going to add another bag. Woo, that's going to be good. Now, I've added my red hot candies, stirred them around a little bit, and that's going to bring this to a boil. But you can imagine a pot like this is going to take a while to boil. So we'll be back after these messages from, we'll be back. This here is a Roma food strainer. Let's set it up. Now, as you can see, we're going to pour our softened apples in the top up here. Out this side is going to come anything, stems, seeds, the skins. And out right here is going to come our applesauce and push them down in there with that. So we'll let them cook for a while and we'll be right back. I said that a minute ago, didn't I? Well, they're still cooking. Applesauce. Now, my apples have been cooking about 30 minutes and they got pretty mushy. I found it's helpful to use a wooden spoon because it don't bend or break like a metal spoon might. Also, I like this handle on this here design of this food tray. It also comes with an electric motor, but you know, in case electricity goes out, you can still make applesauce. So, you might be wondering how you get them apples from the pot into the strainer. I found a coffee mug. It's very helpful. And as you can see, I done tried a little bit. Applesauce! 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 There's your applesauce coming out of here. Can you see that? On the other end, seed, skin, everything else. smell it in here. Woo! Apple and cinnamon all throughout the house. Delicious. Now what you want to do is get your jars and put them down in here. Fill it with water and get it on the stove, get it to boiling. This sanitizes it. It also gets the jars real hot, so when you put the hot applesauce in them, they don't break. So get them to boiling as you're making your applesauce. I'm looking over at the lens, whereas, oh, never mind. I already cleaned these with some dishwashing detergent and Clorox a little earlier and rinsed them off real good. But boiling them really helps this process too. Yes, it does. And you want the water to be about 1 inch above the jars. Logan's helping too. What are you pulling? Yeah, go that way. Uh-oh. Hang on! Wait. Uh-oh. Turn the water off. You gotta put the base back down. Oh, there's the phone. Cut it off. Now, you see this stuff coming out of here. You can send it back through and get some more out of it. It's going to be a little bit thicker, but sometimes that's what you want when your applesauce is a little bit runny. It always works out though. Also, want to periodically wipe down your work area. Just keeps things from getting too sticky, because as you can see, my bowl's about full, so what I'm going to do is empty it in this pot back here on the stove and keep it hot until my jars are ready. Alright, I'm done with all that, except I've loaded the hopper again with the waste, debris, whatever comes out this other side here. You can run it through again and we'll see what we get. Applesauce! Applesauce! Look there! Run it through a second time, got us even more applesauce. But you know what? I'm going to run it through a third time. Woohoo! Alright. Now, I sent all that applesauce through, not 2, not 3, but 4 times. Still got a little bit of applesauce coming out of it. So, put it all back here on the back burner, keep it warm, till my jars start boiling. And they're getting close. Applesauce! Well, while applesauce is being kept warm on the stove and I'm waiting for the jars to boil, it's time for cleanup! Yahoo! Blood! Applesauce! Now, what you gotta do is let it cook for about 25-30 minutes, depending on the altitude, of course, in your canner, and then you'll be done.
25-35 minutes later,
and we're done. Ooh, don't that smell good? Just kidding. Oh, boy, that's heavy. What we're going to do, scoop this off the side here. Just a little bit. And let's see what we got. Looks like jars. You want to boil your lids almost to boiling. Just get them nice and warm. Ow! They come in 2 parts. You can see here, that part. That's what's going to create a vacuum seal and preserve your applesauce for you. And this ring here, screw it down, holds it in place. Check it in 24 hours. Make sure the lid's popped down. It means it's sealed good. I'm about ready to pour my applesauce into my jars. Let's pull one out here. Hello. Now I have better jar grabbers for these. But this is what we're dealing with today. So we're going to take one, pour it out here. Let's see. Applesauce. So we're going to take one. We have this handy dandy funnel. Goes right in there. And we'll take our applesauce from back here and start filling her up. Guess I'll need a ladle. Ladle. So we just started pouring here. Try to get as close as possible. And you want to fill about a 1/4 inch to the top. At least that's what the experts say. Applesauce. Now you might notice something. Got a couple of clear jars of applesauce here. What's that about? Well, you remember that big container of apples I had? Now that's about all the apples you want to cook at once. So, it didn't fill up as much. But these are quart jars. Last time I did pint jars. That may be the way to go anyway. About half the size. But, that's applesauce for you. Wait 24 hours, the lid should pop in, and you made applesauce. Now stay tuned next time when I install a catback exhaust on my Mazda truck. Bye now. And in case y'all are interested, here's my brand new set of bib overalls.
Did you enjoy making a total fool of yourself yet again?
Actually, I did enjoy it quite well. I can't understand why they want me to play a part of a hillbilly all the time, but if that's what the producers say he sells, that's that's what I'll do. It pays the bills.
We know you liked it. When you gonna do it again?
No, I'll probably never ever do the role of a hillbilly again. Never.
Did you enjoy being up here with the people from that Deliverance movie?
Yes, it's been a beautiful location. Enjoyed it quite well.
And what next feature film are you planning?
Next feature film, I don't know. I've got several irons in the fire, as they say, in Appalachia. But yes, we'll see what happens on down the road from here.
Do you think you could lap up water like that dog we're hearing in the background?
Probably.
Well, that's good.
Probably.
Real talented.
Did you accept David Letterman's request to be on his show next week?
David Letterman, he called last week again, want me to be on the show. I couldn't. I don't have time. Sorry, Mr. Letterman. Perhaps in the future when I absolutely need the money.
Oh, what
All right, that's all the time I have. I'm sorry.
Wait!
Thanks for the interview, and I'll see you in my next film. Cheerio.